Welcome back. Doing a CAD tutorial in Civil 3D 2021. So what we're going to do is bring over alignment styles and labels, profile styles and labels, and profile view styles. And then after all of those styles are into our blank drawing, then we're going to adjust the feature settings so that whenever we generate a alignment, a profile view, or a profile, then the styles we just brought over will be set to the default styles, so we won't have to mess with any settings or properties from there. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, we are in the office. I am starting my day with some coffee. Let's go ahead and jump right into this project. And you will see that we have a blank drawing number 4 and a civil sample drawing. That HA stands for horizontal alignment. We are in tool space here, and you're going to want to be in master view. We are generally in the prospector, but for this we're going to be in the settings. And what we're going to do is, now that we're still in that drawing 4 tab, we're going to go to the settings of that sample drawing, select a folder, see that it has styles other than the standard style, and then just drag and drop that into model space. Again, select a folder, see if it has anything besides standard, and if so, then we're going to just select, drag and drop into model space. We're going to do this for the alignments, the label styles for the alignments, and then we'll do the profile views and profiles. Select, drag and drop, overwrite, apply. The duplicates are just going to be the standard label that comes with the software, so don't worry about overwriting. And I am just going to fly through this because it's kind of a repetitive task. Really, you're just seeing if there's something. In this case, we're looking for CT. You can see those down there. If there's something called CT in there, we're going to hit apply, overwrite, and bring all of those into our model space here. Whenever we get into the feature setting editing, that's when we'll dive into the actual styles that we're going to be using to set as defaults. But right now we're just going to bring everything into the model so that we have those styles available if we do happen to need them. They were used in our sample drawing, so we want to make sure that we bring them over. All right, so that was alignments, profile views, and profiles from the sample drawings. All of those styles are brought in. And now we're going to get into the feature editing. Feature setting, or let's see, edit feature settings. That's what we're going to do. And in here we're going to look at default styles. But before we dive into it in our drawing 4, let's go back to our sample drawing and let's take a screenshot of the default styles that are set in the sample drawing. So I use snip here, and I don't save it anywhere. I just take a snip, drag it over to my other monitor, and then I look at that whenever I go back into our drawing 4 to set the defaults. So again, we're in settings in tool space, edit feature settings, go to the default styles. So whenever you generate an alignment, it's going to default to this particular style. And then all of these are the ones that we brought over. So again, just looking at that snip I took to set these the exact same as our sample drawing is set. Make sure I got the right one here. There we go. And if you see me leave anything as standard, that just means that we don't have a particular style set, or that we're not using that aspect of the feature here. And these are all just the defaults. We're not married to these, but it's going to be the starting point whenever we start building out alignments, profile views, and then profiles in that order. So again, we are going to look at the sample drawings, feature settings for profiles. edit feature settings, default styles, and no label and existing profile. Easy enough. Not going to clip that one. Go into my drawing 4. And those are the only two that we are going to adjust here. Make sure I got the right one. Okay, apply, and okay. All right, now for profile views, there are a lot more options here. You'll see that as soon as I expand this default style, we will have to, make our window a little bit larger so that whenever we take our snip of the screen, we can see all of those styles that we want to set to default. New, select that little window, drag it over to my other monitor, and we are off to the races now. Go back up to drawing 4. Again, still in tool space, in the settings, right click, edit feature settings, and now we are adjusting those default styles. You can see profile view, a lot more complicated than just a profile. Remember that the profile view is the graph that a profile sits on top of. A profile is just the line work. It can either be existing grade, top of pipe, bottom of pipe, center line of pipe, that type of thing that is going underneath your alignment. Make sure I got the right settings here. These are for split views. Not often using these, and again, you can adjust these on the fly. This is just the default starting point whenever you do generate a profile view now. Run through these. Skip, skip, skip. And there we go. Make sure I get the right one here. That's it, down there. All right. And this is kind of a peek behind the curtain of all of the settings that you can set in Civil 3D. Again, this is Civil 3D 2021, but it's going to be the same for older versions of the software and 2022 as well. Hit apply and okay. All right. So now our drawing 4 here has all of the styles that we need to generate a drawing that would look like this. So we've got an alignment, a couple of alignments. We have a couple of profile views. Go over to the properties and you can see the exact style that is set there. And then these are exaggerated profile views. So you can see that there's a slightly different style that has been used to generate these other than the default. But we also have all the label sets that we need, tick marks, stationing, everything to make drawing 4 have what it needs to look like our sample here. And that is it. So if you liked that video and like this type of content, please like and subscribe. And I will be back next week with another tutorial and an update on what I am doing to start a new business that is CAD management consulting related. So take a look at my previous video to get a quick insight in regards to that, or look out for another one next week. All right, thank you. Bye.